Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So in this video, I wanted to show off two things that I had gotten recently. So one I ordered in the mail and one someone gave to me. So the first thing both of them are connected, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is the thing that was given to me. So I happened to mention to someone that I was looking for a Dune board game. And oddly enough, they had one. They had the old version, the 1979 version of Dune. This is the original Avalon Hill board game of Dune. So recently I ordered the Gale Force 9 board game, which is an updated version of this board game. So I have that one here too, but I wanted to look at this one first so you can just kind of compare the two. So let's open this one up. So packed inside, you get game parts and list. You get a little mail away thing here. And then you get a Dune player aid pad right there. And then we get the Dune rules. This is the rule book. So pretty simple stuff. This is like, no illustrations, really nothing like that to explain the rules. And as you can see, it's pretty plain. So now let's look at the actual contents of this box here. So we've got these battle wheels. I think this is what you use to keep score as I go on. Now, I don't know how this game is played because I have not played this game yet. And so you get actually two of these battle wheels. And then we get a set of cards, two different sets of cards. So there's two kinds of cards that come with this game. One is this treachery, these treachery cards. And they have things on the back of them, like this one has truth, trance. And let's have a look at another one here. And this one is like poisoned weapon, and stuff like that on the back of them. So there's these treachery cards, and then you have these spice cards, spice Dune cards. So that's what they look like, and they look like they were just cut out of a sheet, like they got the little bits on the side still. And these ones, like on the back, like they have different locations. This one, and this one has like South Mesa. So these cards on the back of them have different locations, and then each location has a number, which I think was probably connected because there's these little tokens that have numbers on them. So I'm guessing that's what they're for. So I'll put those aside. So now, obviously, this Neutralite didn't originally come with it. This is just what the game pieces are packed in to whoever had this before me. So I'll pop this open. And so now there's numbers in this side from, different numbers and different colored tokens. Those also have numbers on them. Some have stars and some have numbers. And then there's this little cardboard, which looks like a sandstorm. And then you have this little thing here, a little icon thing that has Quizax Hatterack +2. So that's interesting. The other side, and then in this secondary Neutralite container, we've got these other tokens that have like characters on. Like this one has the Beast Ravan, Piter de Vries. This one has Stilgar, and all these different Fremen characters. That one is Jamis. So interesting. I wonder how this game is played. So there's more tokens in there, and there's ones for the Atreides, and they've got different colors and stuff like that. So put that aside. And then there's different groups that you can be. So then you have these large, like, group cards, and I guess these you fold up, and then that's the group you're going to be in. Here on the back, on this part of the card, it'll describe what group it is. So that's the Bene Gesserit, and kind of give a description of their, advantages and alliances and stuff like that. So we have the Bene Gesserit, so kind of funky 70s artwork there. And we have the Atreides, Paul Muad'Dib. And then we've got the Baron Harkonnen. And then we've got Fremen, Liet Kynes, which looks like he's just wearing a regular dust mask there. And then we've got the Emperor. And then we've got the Spacing Guild. So those are the different fractions that you can be in the game. So let's have a look at the board itself. So now it's interesting because this board is actually split into two. I thought this was actually ripped in two, this board, but no, it's actually split in two. This is originally how this board is. So here is what the board looks like for the original 1979 game, as you can see, and different spots to put the cards and things like that, and kind of pretty colorful map of Arrakis. So pretty cool looking board. So this is the complete contents, as far as I know anyway, of the original 1979 Avalon Hill game. So this game I'm not going to play. This is just something I'm just going to display on the shelf. Because I have the new version. That's the one I'll play with all the updated rules and stuff like that. This is, I don't want to get any pieces lost or have anything ruined and stuff like that with this original one. Just because these are probably hard to come by nowadays. This original version of Dune. So now we'll take a look at the new version of this game. So this is the updated version of the game I just showed you. This is the Gale Force 9 new board game of Dune. So this one I pre-ordered off of their site. So just to give you a comparison of the two boxes, here's both of them side by side. So this box is more square and this one is more rectangle shaped. Now the only thing is the artwork on this is pretty cool, but I kind of like this artwork a little bit better. Just has more of a painted look, and this is a little bit more cartoony, but I still really like this artwork. And first of all, I want to talk about is this game. Now, this came with something that wasn't actually packed inside the box. It came with these little miniatures. And the miniatures are, this is either the shield wall or a sandstorm. Not sure which yet. And then this is a spice explosion. And then this is a worm coming up out of the sand. And this here, it looks like another worm mouth coming up out of the sand. Now, this one here was packed in bubble wrap, but it's not made out of the same plastic as these three here. And this actually chipped just by me taking out the bubble wrap. So this is like really brittle, whatever they got this made out of. But what I think I might do is I might actually paint these. So it came with these. Now, this wasn't in the box. This was outside the box and wrapped in bubble wrap in this little sealable baggie here. So now we'll actually get a look at the game. So as you can see, this is the box, pretty slick artwork. And there's the back of the box that shows you the complete setup of the game. So now we'll crack it open and see what is inside. So open up the box, see what the contents is. So here we got a quick start guide, the rules. Because now this version of Dune is like updated. They updated the rules. So here's the actual rule book. Quite a bit different from the 79 version. It's got a lot of artwork in it, where the other one was just, printed and not really much going on with it. And then here is like the other version. This one has these cards that you set up, and these are different fractions you can pick from. And then on the back of them kind of gives you a description of the group you're picking and what their advantages and stuff are. So we have, starting off, we got the Atreides. We have the Harkonnen. We have the Emperor. Spacing Guild. The Fremen. And the Bene Gesserit. And so then you have these cards that kind of accompany them. And this kind of gives you the breakdown of each group. So again, you have the Atreides, the Harkonnen, the Emperor, Spacing Guild, Fremen, and the Bene Gesserit. So that's that. And then we have here, we got this. This is the same as the other game, the tokens that has numbers on them, but they still haven't punched them out yet. And then here we have the battle wheels. So there's one, and it comes with these icons too that have different characters on them and stuff like that. And then here's the second battle wheel. We got Gurney Halleck, Lady Jessica, and stuff on here. And then here we have some more of these icons. And then got something there for destroying the shield wall. Got a storm. So a lot of interesting stuff going on this. I'm really curious to know how this is played. And we have some more icons that have some silhouette of some figures on there, like different troopers and stuff like that. And then we have the board. So we'll take out the board and see how big this board is compared to the original. So this one is not in two pieces like the original, and it is quite a bit bigger. Try to get it all in the camera there. So as you can see, this is a fairly fair-sized board. You got the different, Dune. You got Spice Bank, Talaxu tanks, and then you have the map of Arrakis, the planet Arrakis, and you have these like icons that look like moons or something. Maybe that has something to do. There's some kind of moon cycle in this game or something. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's actually really nice, slick looking board, and a nice updated version of the older board, and bigger than the original board too. And these are the cards that come with it, and I haven't taken these out of the plastic yet. But you have these treachery cards, and they have different weapons and stuff like that in them. And now this one has a deck of Kwisatz Haderach cards, a deck of storm cards, and trader cards, spice cards, and then it has a set of prediction cards. And then it has these cards, which are like a quick sequence of play reference cards. This one here that has like the sandworm on it. That one there. So these are all the cards that come with it and stuff. And I gotta say, the design of this game, it looks really good. It's really slick looking design. I really enjoy it. Now there's probably some videos out there to show you how to play it. So I'm gonna have to look some of those up and play this game for my next board game meetup and see how it goes down. But I was really excited to get this game, and can't wait to play it. So this is the board game Dune. This is the new one from Gale Force 9, and I gotta say, pretty impressed with it. Everything feels pretty high quality. The only thing, it wasn't available, I couldn't get it on Amazon.ca, so I had to actually send away for it, so I had to pay probably a bit more for shipping and handling. I think it came to like $80 total Canadian for this board game. But I'm pretty pleased with this purchase. And once I actually get to know the rules and played it a few times, I can have an understanding I know how the game is played and stuff. Then I'll do a second video on this game, just to kind of give my review of what the actual gameplay is like and how fun it is and stuff like that, and how it compares to other games. And as for this one, this is just going to go on the shelf, and this is just going to be a display piece, but this one I'll actually play. So it's interesting. So I'd be curious if anyone who watches my channel and they're Dune fans, if ever anyone has already played this game or not. I'd be curious to know what they thought of it. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.